Hi, this is Dennis Fassett, the Cashflow Mercenary. In today's installment, what I want to do is take you through one of my houses that's just turned over. And the purpose of this is I want to show you the condition that the house was left in. And that is an indication of the tenant selection process that I use for my set and forget approach. We've talked about it before. My approach is I buy my houses, I do heavy tenant screening, I rent them, and I forget them typically. This tenant was in this house for about 2 years, probably averaged a little bit better than average tenant in terms of the tenants that I get. But what's indicative is that you're going to see is the condition that she left it in, which is, I think when you hear the horror stories, it's again far exceeds the condition that most tenants leave their houses when they leave. All right, so let's take a quick walkthrough and check it out. I'm in the kitchen right now. As you can see, floor, refrigerator. Refrigerator was actually cleaned on the inside, if you can believe that. Power's still out here. Like I said, I just took possession. And all I've done so far is change the locks. I've only been here one time. Range, counter, cabinets. Again, you can see what spectacular condition this house is. It's perfectly clean. I mean, it's better than broom clean. Okay? Actually, the one thing that she didn't do is clean the blinds. So if I've got one complaint, is that the blinds need to be cleaned. Again, there are some scrapes on the walls, so I'm going to have to do some paint touch-up. Again, but all in all, the place is in pretty good shape. Carpet does need to be cleaned. As you can see in here, I mean, important safety tip, one of the things I learned on my houses is that not to put light-colored carpeting. That's a mistake I won't make again. But again, the living room is in good shape. You know, there's some dings on the wall, and this room will need to be touched up in terms of paint. Sorry for the lawnmower behind me. Let me kind of close the door here. Eliminate some of that noise. Again, some scrapes on the wall. Nothing that quick paint touch-up won't do. All this house needs to be re-rentable is the carpet cleaning and paint touch-up. Again, here's the bathroom. Again, the bathroom's in great shape. You walk through. Again, even clean the bathtub, which is pretty amazing. Okay, shower doors are clean. They're pretty spectacular. Again, the reason why I want to emphasize this is because it takes a little bit more effort on the front end to screen your tenants. You got to put them a little bit more through the ringer. But I want to emphasize that it's worth the time and effort that you're going to spend to do that, because look at the results. I mean, this house, I mean, she vacuumed and everything. I mean, this house is nearly ready to re-rent. I mean, it's going to take some work. Obviously, I mean, cleaning the carpets and doing some touch-ups in these rooms and stuff. And it looks like she touched up the paint and didn't do a very good job on the ceiling. See, she got some on the ceiling, which I don't know why she would have repainted, because it was the same color. But again, she did some of that. And this room is perfectly okay. And she did leave some stuff behind in the basement, garbage can and old tire, which I collect old tires from these houses for some reason. I don't know why tenants leave old tires behind. It doesn't make any sense to me. But again, clean house. And again, what I want to emphasize is your tenant screening is critical. There are two critical success factors to being a successful and happy landlord. The first one is property selection. We'll talk about that in more detail. And the second one is tenant screening. If you don't get good at tenant screening, you're not going to get great tenants. And this house could have easily cost several $1,000s to put back on the market. Easily, if I would have had just a standard tenant or somebody that didn't take very good care of it, easily cost a couple $1,000s. If you hear the horror stories and you believe the stuff that other folks are saying. But not, again, this tenant, I screened her with my very thorough process. And I think I picked a winner. She moved on. She couldn't afford to live here anymore. She had lost her job and had to take a part-time job that she wasn't making the same money. So that's the only reason why she left. She actually was hoping that she could buy this house. This is again the case where tenant screening worked. What I'm going to show you next time is a case where tenant screening didn't work. And I don't know how bad that one's going to be, but you'll see shortly. This is Dennis Fassett, the Cashflow Mercenary. Thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to talking again soon.